All right, how are you enjoying it so far? Are you experts yet? All right, maybe not yet, but you will be soon. I promise you. All right, we're going to talk about the fridge now. This is the fridge, handle right here, I believe, right there. Look at that, okay? And then the freezer right here. But it's not on yet. All right, why isn't it on? Because it runs off two things, the fridge. Power. The power can come from shore power, which, what does shore power mean? Do you know yet? It means when you're plugged in to electricity, either at your house or at the campground, and ideally the power is 30 amp. At your house, it will only be 110. The 110 is good enough to run a fridge from your house, but it's not good enough to run the AC. That's important. But it can run off the fridge. So let's say you have the RV already, you picked it up last night, you're leaving the next day, you want to cool down the fridge. How long does the fridge take to cool down? It takes about 12 hours to cool down a fridge. It will start from the freezer, get that cold, and then it will work down to the fridge. So if you're going to pack your fridge with items, you never want to pack your fridge with items into a warm fridge. You could break it. These things are expensive. So I mentioned two things to power the fridge. Power, duh, and propane. So you have a propane tank on board the RV. Now, if right now I am not plugged into power, so if I turn this on, it won't use power, but I do have propane. So what I'm going to do, there's a little on-off button here. I'm just going to press that. Do you see that green light come on? And then do you see this over here? This is automatic, okay? And it's looking for, what does it use? Does it use electric or does it use propane? It always wants to try and find electric first. So you'll say, all right, am I going to use electric? It wants to recognize an electric source. If it doesn't find that, it's going to look for propane. Here's a tip. Make sure your propane tank is open so that gas or propane can flow through it into the fridge. No propane, no bueno. Okay. So right now I've got a green light. That means it's detected that propane and it's starting to cool the fridge. If I come back in 12 hours, it's going to be nice and cool. Next settings, you have temperature control over here. You can just, you've got 5 stars over here and you just detect which one you want. I typically do it on number 4 because I don't want my fridge, I don't want my milk frozen. Yeah. All right. So let's say I'm being cheeky and there's a mode button here. You've got 3 options for the mode. You can either turn it to propane, electric, or auto. Remember what auto does? It determines which one it's going to use. So I always leave it on auto. But if for some reason you don't want to use electric, you want to use propane, then you have the option to change that. And what you do is just use this mode button and you just move it. The plug means power. There's a little drop, like a water droplet, and that means propane. I don't know why they're using a water droplet for propane. Wouldn't they use the letter P? I get it why they're using an electrical outlet symbol though for electric. I do get that. Oh, do you see that? It's red. You know what that means? No bueno on the electric. So we're going to use the mode button again and we're going to put it to auto and it's going to say electric, propane, electric, propane, and it's decided propane's the right way to go, and that's the correct answer. Oh, tip, fridge on propane mode or any mode doesn't like hills. Quick story, I live on a hill. I parked my RV outside overnight when I first got it, and I thought I want to prepare for the next day to get my fridge nice and cold. I run power out to it on a long extension cord, and next day, fridge wasn't cold. I was like, is my fridge broken? What's going on? No, it was because I was parked on a hill. Kind of like that. So, no hills. Little hills, that's fine. No big hills. All right, that's the fridge.